A series of letters written by a mysterious hand held the key to a famous case. Each note was a puzzle, a strange mix of careful letters and odd mistakes. Police knew that to solve the mystery, they had to understand the writing itself. The case depended on these pieces of paper. The first note was found in a child's room. It was left on a windowsill in the home of a famous family, the Lindberghs. Their young son was gone. The note was the only thing left behind. It asked for a lot of money. The search for answers began with this single page. Detectives at the police station looked at the note. The handwriting was unusual. They needed someone who could read clues hidden in the curves of each letter. So they called in special experts. These people were handwriting detectives. Their job was to find the story hidden in the ink. One of the main experts was a man named Albert S. Osborne. He and his team looked at the notes under bright lights and big magnifying glasses. They noticed weird things right away. The writer used strange grammar. Some letters were formed in a way that suggested the writer learned English in another country. The experts built a picture of the person they were looking for. They believed the writer was a man. He was likely from Germany, and he probably did not know he was making so many mistakes. This profile, built from just handwriting, gave police their first real direction in a case with few leads. But a profile is not a person. More notes arrived over many weeks. The writer gave instructions on where to leave the money. The police and the Lindbergh family followed them, hoping for a safe return. For a long time, the only connection to the person responsible was these carefully studied letters. The waiting was very hard. Then, a new plan was made. The ransom money would be paid using a special kind of money called gold certificates. Each bill had a serial number. This was a smart idea. The police could now track the money. If anyone spent it, they could follow the trail. For more than 2 years, the police waited. They gave a list of the serial numbers to every bank in the area. Tellers were told to keep an eye out for these special bills. It was a slow, patient search. It was like looking for a few special grains of sand on a giant beach. Finally, a break in the case. A man used one of the gold certificates to buy gas. The gas station attendant thought it was strange. He wrote down the car's license plate number on the bill. He had no idea he was writing down the most important clue in the whole investigation. That license plate led police to a small house. Inside lived a man named Bruno Richard Hauptmann. He was a carpenter who had come from Germany. This matched the profile the handwriting experts had made years earlier. The police knew they were getting close. At his home, investigators found a surprise. Hidden in his garage was a large part of the ransom money. It was more of the gold certificates. The money trail had led them right to his door. The connection was clear, but they still needed to prove he wrote the notes. Back at the police station, Hauptmann was given a pen and paper. Detectives asked him to write certain words and sentences. They told him to write for hours. They were collecting samples of his handwriting. This was the final test. This would connect him directly to the notes left in the nursery. The handwriting experts got the new samples. They laid them side by side with the ransom notes. The match was amazing. Hauptmann made the same odd spelling mistakes. He formed his letters in the same unique way. For the experts, there was no doubt. The writer had been found. The case moved to a large courtroom. It was called the trial of the century. The handwriting experts became key witnesses. They stood before the jury and explained their work. They used huge charts to show everyone the similar shapes of the letters. They pointed out every match, one by one. And there was more than just the writing. A wooden ladder was found at the Lindbergh home on the night of the crime. An expert on wood looked at it. He found that a piece of the ladder matched wood from the floor in Hauptmann's attic. Like a puzzle, the pieces were all coming together. The jury saw the evidence. They saw the money found in the garage. They heard about the wood from the ladder. And they saw the clear comparisons of the handwriting. After listening to everything, they decided that Bruno Richard Hauptmann was responsible for the crime. The Lindbergh case showed the world how science could help find the truth. The careful work of the handwriting experts turned a few strange letters on a page into a powerful tool for justice. It proved that even the smallest clue can tell the biggest story.